The NFL is the most watched sport in America, with an average viewership of 17.9 million. With all those eyes glued to the screen, people are bound to notice a thing or two that seem off. And just like that, conspiracy theories are formed. Here are the 15 biggest NFL conspiracy theories ever that'll blow your mind. Number 15. Super Bowl 58 was scripted. Super Bowl 58 got all the limelight it deserved. This showdown had everyone talking, and not just about the plays. The Kansas City Chiefs were up against the San Francisco 49ers. The Chiefs won it in the end, but it was the post-game celebration that went viral. Travis Kelce celebrated on national TV by shouting "Viva Las Vegas" while his superstar girlfriend, Taylor Swift, cheered for him from her box. The cameraman made sure he captured Swift's reaction to Kelce's celebration, and that's where it hit fans. What if that was the whole plan? Conspiracy theorists believe that the NFL might be doing the same WWE-style scripting just to pump up the views, of course. Because imagine the hype: Swift's Chiefs versus Eminem's Detroit Lions. That's a storyline that would pull even the most indifferent viewer right in front of the TV. And of course, Swifties everywhere also tuned in, which boosted Super Bowl 2024's viewership to a jaw-dropping 123 million. It smashed all viewing records and became the most popular TV program of all time in the US. Conspiracy theorists went as far as saying that the NFL did not just script the Super Bowl for the views, but they orchestrated the whole Swift-Kelce relationship. And if it's true, boy, did it work. Kelce's jerseys sold like crazy. Their sales skyrocketed 400% since Swift came into a relationship with him. And the ticket sales were also through the roof, both home and away. Now, the biggest conspiracy theory around this year's Super Bowl is that the NFL supposedly teamed up with none other than the Pentagon and the Biden administration in a so-called psyop. The goal was to rig the game for the Chiefs, catapult Swift's profile to an even more popular level, and then have her back Biden against Trump. They believe that this was all a grand scheme just to keep the power in Biden's hands. This theory is a bit stretched, but anything could be possible, right? But whether it's true or not, one thing is for sure: Super Bowl 58 will be remembered for more than just touchdowns and field goals. This might be the biggest NFL conspiracy theory of 2024, but let's hear the most famous NFL theory of all time. Number 14. Jimmy Hoffa's burial site. Jimmy Hoffa was the infamous mobster boss who disappeared in the scorching summer of '75. Now, there's no shortage of wild theories about his disappearance, but here's a particularly disturbing one. Some say Hoffa was killed at the hands of mobster Anthony "Tony" Provenzano. He sliced up Hoffa's dead body, shipped him off to Florida, and had him thrown in a swamp. But as you can guess, no concrete evidence ever surfaced. Now, there is one other interesting theory that most people believe in. It's rumored that Hoffa's remains are buried beneath Section 107 of Giants Stadium in New Jersey. Yes, you heard that right. Though never proven, this theory has fans wondering if there's more to the location of the MetLife Stadium than it was revealed to the media. Why did they make the stadium so close to the old complex? Sure, it's a logistical nightmare for fans trekking there, but could it be that some secrets are better kept buried, quite literally under the field? But not all people like secrets. Some go to extreme lengths to get the information they think they need. Number 13. Patriot spies. On September 9, 2007, the New England Patriots were caught red-handed filming the New York Jets coaching signals. This became a huge scandal, and the media named it Spygate. The Patriots owned up to their mistake and faced the punishment. Coach Belichick was charged with a $500,000 fine, and the team was fined another $250,000. They also had to wave goodbye to their first-round pick in the 2008 draft. But now the conspiracy theory. An ESPN expose in 2015 hinted this might have been just the tip of the iceberg. It suggested the Patriots might have filmed multiple teams. They reportedly even sent undercover scouts to spy on future opponents. Peyton Manning even suspected the Patriots might have bugged the visiting locker room at Foxborough. Now, if that doesn't make you raise an eyebrow, what will? But it's not just the New England Patriots who were accused of spying on opposing teams. Number 12. Fellow spies. During the 2001 NFL playoffs, the New York Giants were under the spotlight. A sports reporter from the Toronto Mail and Globe dropped a bombshell. They suggested the Giants had intercepted radio transmissions from their rivals. According to the reporter, this espionage was the Giants' secret weapon in their postseason victories against the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. The suspicions grew after the Giants defeated the Vikings 41-0 in the worst way possible and secured their spot in the Super Bowl. However, their luck, or supposedly their secret tactic, did not follow them to the big game. In Super Bowl 35, the Giants faced a crushing 34-7 defeat to the Baltimore Ravens. The dramatic shift in performance led many to speculate, were the Giants really intercepting communications, or was their Super Bowl downfall just a case of bad luck? We still don't know the truth. Maybe they didn't cheat, or maybe it was too hard for them to cheat in the Super Bowl. However, this doesn't mean Super Bowl matches have never been rigged. Number 11. Super Bowl III rigging. Let's rewind to the year 1969. It was a crucial year for the Super Bowl, particularly because the NFL had previously outclassed AFL representatives. Another one-sided defeat would have potentially tarnished the Super Bowl's reputation forever. The Baltimore Colts were the favorite team of the match with odds at -18. They were facing the New York Jets. On paper, the Jets seemed outmatched, which is why eyebrows raised when their quarterback, Joe Namath, boldly declared victory before the game. Shockingly, Namath's promise came true as the Jets clinched a 16-7 win. This raised the conspiracy theory that the match was rigged. The theorists suggested that the motive of the rigging was to elevate the profile of pro football by handing a New York team the victory in such a high-stakes match. One thing that made this theory more interesting was Colts owner Carroll Rosenblum. Rumors circulated that he'd placed a massive $3 million bet on the Jets in Baltimore. Maybe he already knew who was gonna win. Colts Pro Bowl defensive end Bubba Smith also pointed fingers at his teammate, quarterback Earl Morrall, and accused him of underperforming by missing open receivers and throwing 3 interceptions. Ultimately, the Jets' unexpected 16-7 victory not only defied the odds but also played a pivotal role in the merger of the NFL and AFL. Rigged or not, it secured the Super Bowl's future. But can you imagine risking your own life to save the sport? Number 10. Tom Brady's health. On May 17, 2017, Tom Brady's wife, Gisele Bündchen, gave an interview on CBS Morning Show. That was when she revealed something that made our jaws drop. She claimed that Brady, who's a famous NFL quarterback, has a history of concussions. In fact, she revealed that he had a concussion during the 2016 season. The crazier thing here is that the New England Patriots never reported any concussions for Brady in their official injury list throughout that season. This revelation led to speculations, concerns, and of course, conspiracy theories, considering the Patriots' controversial history with NFL rules. They never fully comply with the rules, and sometimes they lie about their players' health. Throughout his illustrious career, Brady's never been officially listed with a concussion, and this makes us wonder if that was just a cover-up, or Bündchen was simply expressing concerns without all the facts. But it wasn't only the Patriots that hid an athlete's concussion from us. Number 9. NFL hides concussions. The issue of concussions in the NFL is not just a conspiracy theory anymore. We believe that we've reached a point where it's now become an acknowledged fact. Revelations have surfaced over the years, suggesting that the NFL attempted to suppress information about the long-term impacts of concussions and head injuries suffered by its players. So why does the NFL even lie or hide these concussions? Well, it's believed that they fear losing fan engagement and inciting parental concern over the safety of football. This could potentially lead to a decline in youth participation. If parents knew about the health concerns regarding the sport, would they let their kids play football? Likely not. This information will change public perception and trust towards the league and the sport itself, which is maybe why the NFL keeps such facts hidden. Sometimes, the NFL does this to keep its reputation, and sometimes to keep its fans interested in the game. Number 8. Lights Out. Super Bowl 47 is now remembered for its electrifying gameplay, but it took an unexpected twist that left fans and players alike in suspense. The game was progressing predictably. The Baltimore Ravens were leading comfortably against the San Francisco 49ers. However, something unexpected happened. When the Baltimore Ravens were leading 28-6, the lights suddenly went out in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. There was a 34-minute blackout, which later rebooted the entire game. Before this incident, the 49ers were barely making a dent on the scoreboard, but post-blackout, they unleashed a fury. The team scored 17 points and nearly staged the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. This abrupt shift led to, you guessed it, conspiracy theories. Was this just an electrical fault, or was it a strategically decided move? Theories circulated that the outage was intentionally caused to throw the Ravens from their momentum. Baltimore's Ray Lewis also highlighted the oddity. He questioned how a multi-billion-dollar event could suffer from such an unprecedented failure. And we believe he was asking the right question here. Even though this tactic worked in favor of the San Francisco 49ers, not all clever tricks work. Number 7. The 2011 tanking. The 2011 NFL season was a big one, especially for the Indianapolis Colts. Their star quarterback Peyton Manning was about to retire for the season due to neck surgery. Unluckily, the team's performance took a nosedive and ended with a 2-14 record. This unfortunate turn of events positioned them perfectly to pick Andrew Luck, the most sought-after quarterback since Manning himself in the 2012 NFL Draft. This situation led to the start of the "suck for luck" conspiracy theory. Now, what's that? Theorists claimed that the Colts may have intentionally tanked their season to secure the future of their franchise with another potential Hall of Fame quarterback. The irony of the situation was not lost on NFL fans. Manning went on to have a resurgence with the Denver Broncos, and he broke the records and won a Super Bowl, while the Colts' strategic failure secured them a new leader. This event also led to debates regarding the ethics of tanking in professional sports. Many also debated whether the Colts' 2011 season was a calculated move or just an accidental downfall that led to a lucky break. But we can't blame just one team if the whole franchise makes suspicious moves in managing the game. Number 6. Favoritism in PED test. Alright, now let's talk about the elephant in the room. PED testing in sports. It's not just that the NFL is accused of not following all the rules regarding performance-enhancing drugs, every other sport is theorized to do the same. This includes the muscle-bound world of WWE. So, what's the theory? When a lesser-known athlete gets busted for PEDs, it becomes headline news. The player faces huge penalties, and their reputation is tarnished forever. But when a superstar might get caught, crickets. Total silence. It's like the officials don't even remember that they have rules against using such drugs. Strange, right? How come we rarely hear about the big names falling from grace during their prime? It's enough to make you wonder if there's a bit of selective justice in such games. Or are all these icons really living saints of sport? We don't know about you, but we're really skeptical. Just like we're skeptical of Super Bowl 50's results. Number 5. Super Bowl 50. Let's talk about Super Bowl 50, and oh boy, where do we even start? Peyton Manning was the NFL's golden boy. Despite a lackluster 2015 season plagued by injuries, Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos faced off against Cam Newton and the seemingly invincible Carolina Panthers. Against all odds, the Broncos' defense led the team to a stunning 24-10 victory. This unexpected outcome raised many conspiracy theories. Was this Peyton's fairy tale ending scripted by the powers that be? The game had its share of eyebrow raisers, especially from the refs. Poor calls left and right. And don't even get us started on that Kachary catch fiasco. Adding fuel to the fire, it was revealed that the wife of a replay assistant at the game was a vocal Denver fan. If that doesn't smell a bit fishy, we don't know what does. Was it all rigged for a Manning sunset ride? Well, who knows, right? Number 4. Russell Wilson's interception. The next conspiracy theory is regarding Super Bowl 49. There was Seattle inches away from victory when suddenly the whole game changed. Instead of unleashing beast mode Lynch, coach Pete Carroll asked for a slant pass. There it was, an interception by the Patriots. Now, why on earth would they pass, especially when Lynch was ready to score? This is what conspiracy theorists had to say. All this play was to set up Russell Wilson for glory and a big new contract. Wilson would become the young star quarterback and would seal the deal with a Super Bowl winning TD. He would also become the MVP, the face of the franchise, the darling of advertisers. This is all that was planned. But if Lynch had taken the ball in, he would have been the one in the spotlight, which would have potentially spiked his value and control over his next contract. Plus, Lynch's unpredictable personality on the mic was maybe too much of a wild card for Seattle's liking, which is why he was given no chance. Conspiracy or not, this play call remains one of the NFL's biggest head-scratchers. And when sometimes it's just the players struggling to win for their team, sometimes bigger forces might also be helping them. Number 3. Brady and Trump. This is about Super Bowl 51. The Patriots were being led by Tom Brady. They were 25 points down from the Atlanta Falcons. Things looked bleak for the Patriots, of course. But wait, then came Brady, who changed the whole game. He pushed the game into overtime and then snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. But why would the NFL, which had been on no good terms with New England, why would they plan such a turnaround for the team? Well, the theory is that it was due to Brady's well-known connection with Donald Trump. The man even had a Make America Great Again hat in his locker. Many claimed that it could have been the influence of the most powerful man in America that changed the game's outcome. Maybe it's all just a wild theory, a bit of a stretch, but when it comes to politics and intense sports, who's to say the two worlds don't collide? And once again, we have Tom Brady surrounded by another conspiracy theory. Number 2. Deflated footballs. This next conspiracy theory put the New England Patriots under the microscope again. You see, during the 2015 AFC Championship game, Tom Brady was the Patriots quarterback at that time. He was accused of playing with footballs that were underinflated. But why does this matter? Well, softer footballs could give players a better grip, and it offers them an unfair edge, especially in cold weather. Now you can expect the game's outcome. It was a big 45-7 victory for the Patriots over the Indianapolis Colts. This big win led some people to argue with the conspiracy theorist that given the score, even over or underinflated balls wouldn't have changed the Colts' fate. Despite this, the NFL took the claim seriously and initiated an investigation. In the end, Brady was handed a 4-game suspension at the start of the 2016 season. Behind all this was a sense that the NFL was trying to make a statement, perhaps feeling previous incidents like Spygate were not adequately addressed. This was a good step by the officials. But don't believe them too soon. They might have been fooling you from the very start. Number 1. The fix is in. Let's end this video with the biggest conspiracy theory surrounding the NFL. There's this website called The Fix Is In, and it's run by Brian Toohey. You'll be shocked to know that this man challenges the integrity of the NFL. He penned books and flooded his site with claims that the NFL is not a sport, but just a scripted drama where the strings are pulled by those off the field. He suggests that from the season's start to its end, some people sitting on top guide the outcomes. They turn the athletes into actors of a sort. Tui even backs his bold statements with what he sees as evidence, and his books and posts have sparked debates far and wide. Is the NFL genuinely all scripted, just like the WWE? That's the million-dollar question. As fans, we're left to wonder if the games we love are as real as we believe, or if indeed the fix is in. Whether scripted or not, the luckiest are those players who take home the Super Bowl trophy, given how much they get paid. Do you know the actual amount? If not, make sure to watch our next video where we reveal how much Super Bowl winners and losers get paid. You'll gasp at the amounts.